Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Office Podcast. I am your host, Asan. Thank you to everyone that tuned in to the last episode. I know I say it every single time, but I mean it. Thank you very much for showing your support. As I said in the last episode, there's a few more of you now, so thank you, all of you, for supporting and listening and just sharing this experience with me, talking about our favorite show, The Office. It's tradition on this podcast to start with an Office quote from the Office quote book. I'm going to just randomly go through a page. I've got a page that I like. It's either out of Kevin Malone or Jim Halpert. I'm going to go with a Kevin quote today. And the quote is, "The only problem is whenever I try to make a taco, I get too excited and crush it." I don't know what this quote is from. This happened in the last episode as well. It was a quote that I don't remember. Maybe it's in the later seasons, but I don't remember this quote. Maybe this is a quote from when Nelly and Daryl are eating tacos at that auction and Kevin says something. I'm not really familiar with that episode, so maybe it's from that. If you could let me know in the comment section below what episode that is from. Yeah, that was really shameful that I don't know that. That's 2 for 2 now that I haven't got right. But please do let me know. I'm very ashamed of myself. Moving on swiftly. I read news recently that there was going to be a reboot of The Office. They were going to do some kind of remake. There was going to be something going on. And I literally just Googled it a short while ago. What's happening? Is there any truth to the news? And Variety, the news outlet Variety, has picked up or has an article, that came out an hour ago here in the UK. So I'm going to read the article and then discuss what I think and what my feelings are about this reboot or whatever it is. So it says, new The Office series picked up at Peacock. First plot detailed reveals Midwestern newspaper setting. So I'm going to carry on reading. So the new iteration of The Office has been picked up to series at Peacock, Variety has learned. As has been previously reported, the show is not a reboot or spin-off of The Office. Okay, I was not aware of that. But rather a new mockumentary show with a new cast set in the same universe. Okay, so they may feature some of the same characters maybe, or some of the same kind of references. That'd be cool. For the first time since the show was first revealed to be in the works in 2023, plot details are now available. The official logline states. The documentary crew has immortalized Dunder Mifflin's Scranton branch is in search of a new subject when they discover a dying historic Midwestern newspaper and the publisher trying to revive it with voluntary reporters. It was also previously reported that Domhnall Gleeson, hopefully I said that name right, and Sabrina Impactori, I didn't say that one correctly, will lead the new assembled cast, though exact character details remain under wraps. Production is scheduled to begin in July. It's been more than 10 years since the final episode of The Office aired on NBC, and the acclaimed comedy series continues to gain popularity and build new generations of fans on Peacock, said Lisa Katz, president of NBC Universal Entertainment, in partnership with Universal Television and led by the creative team of Greg Daniels and Michael Coman. This new series, set in the universe of Dunder Mifflin, introduces a new cast of characters in a fresh setting ripe for comedic storytelling, a daily newspaper. Greg Daniels, who developed the American version of The Office for television, is co-creating the new series with Michael Coman. Both serve as executive producers along with Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, who created the original British version of the series, as well as Howard Klein, Ben Silverman, and Banijay Americans. Universal Television, the studio. Daniels opened as a writer room writer's room in January 2024 to begin working on the new iteration of the hit NBC mockumentary sitcom, which ran from 2005 to 2013. The American office took place in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and followed the staff of paper company Dunder Mifflin. It starred Steve Carell, Rainn Wilson, John Krasinski, Jenna Fisher, Ed Helms, Mindy Kaling, and BJ Novak, among others. The show has maintained its popularity long after leaving the airwaves and found new life when it came available to streaming. That's the end of the article. Yeah, I'm kind of happy it's not The Office, and here's why. I think it would have been difficult to get all of the characters to come back. I think, John Krasinski, Steve Carell, I think Rainn Wilson is also doing movies now as well. Like, they're big characters, like Ed Helms, like they're big time Hollywood now. So I think it would have been difficult to lock them down, and to bring back The Office and not have them in it, it really would have been hard to watch. I think, as I said in previous episodes, losing Michael Scott was difficult. I think they really did hold on. They did a good job in the last 2 seasons, but had they had Michael in it, it would have been a completely different show. And to have a new iteration of the show and not have the main characters in it, it would have not gone well. But they're doing something completely different, which is amazing. I like the fact that they're not focusing on Dunder Mifflin paper, and that it's a failing newspaper set in the Office universe, which is really interesting. So there will be references to Dunder Mifflin, no doubt. There will be references to other characters. Maybe we might see some of the characters in the show, I don't know. But am I excited? Yes, I think so. I think I'm very excited for this show. I haven't seen Parks and Rec. I've only seen the pilot. I enjoyed it, and I need time to watch it. And I really enjoyed that. So if it's like, I guess that was successful as well. So if it's like that and the actual Office, then this is going to be a really, really interesting and good watch. I think the only mistake they would make is trying to be like The Office. I don't think, of course, it's a mockumentary situation as well, so it's going to be like The Office, but they need to keep away from trying to make it too like The Office. I think if they find their own kind of lane, this could be a massive show. You've got Greg Daniels and others on here who have proven themselves time and time again when it comes to comedies and The Office, man. This is why I'm doing this podcast. People don't understand. Those that are watching now and have been fans of the show for years, and those that are just joining, like, this is the best show of all time, man. You're not going to find anything else like it. Like, this show is the undisputed champ of shows. Like, I've watched loads of comedies in my time, but The Office is the one I keep going back to over and over and over and over and over again. Like, the very, very, very close to this for me in recent years has been Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And even that doesn't compare to The Office. So, yeah, man, The Office is an incredible show. And I'm excited that they've got something else in the mix that is going to have the Dunder Mifflin universe attached to this show. I think it'll be interesting. As I said, we may see characters from the show. They just need to be careful not to try and make it too like the show. I think they'll do a great job. I think that this will be a good show. I think that I'm glad that they're not doing an Office reboot. Maybe if they'd done like a 5 or 10 years in the future, where Dwight is no longer manager and you've got a whole group of other people, that may have worked. Then you could have had like other people come in here and there. You could have had guest appearances from Jim and Michael and stuff like that, where it's not too much pressure on their time. And maybe it could have been a situation where you saw Dwight again, or maybe Dwight is the new David Wallet. Like, who knows? Like, that would have been really interesting to see if they brought The Office back, but I don't think they could have done it with the original cast. Everyone had moved on by the end. Everyone was doing their own thing. So, am I happy that it's not an Office remake? Yes, I'm very happy. Would I have liked to have seen an Office remake? A part of me would have liked to have seen an Office remake, but with new characters and new situations and, new storylines and stuff like that. That would have been incredible. Will it happen? I don't know. But we all know that this new newspaper place show is going to happen, and I'm excited for it. I'm welcoming it. I'm very happy that it's happening. Will it live up to The Office's standard? We'll have to wait and find out. And that, my beautiful people, is the episode today. Thank you so much for watching or listening wherever you're consuming this content on. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe and share, and I'll catch you all on the next episode. Peace. Take care.